it's got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond Gusset Jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond Gusset Jeans got it. Others don't.
So what would a normal American do if they went to urban warfare drills and watched young children training to report on their parents? You would get upset. I remember 2 years ago up in Arcadia, Iowa, it was in the newspaper that the local gun shop is going to practice being shut down and raided. There will then be door-to-door gun confiscation in the town of 700, and they've all agreed to take part. School children will be helping. And I came out and said it was a gun confiscation drill, and the paper freaked out on me and said the town's gotten thousands of calls. People are coming here. Yes, it was going to be a gun confiscation drill, but for Iraq. And the government just got caught shipping guns into Mexico to blame it on the Second Amendment red-handed, and they don't even care. They're still going ahead with the false flag. It'd be like if they caught the feds that day red-handed at Oklahoma City. And you know there's been more deaths from the 30-something thousand guns they shipped than what died, 168 or whatever it was at Oklahoma City. It'd be like catching them red-handed there. And now we catch the feds all over the country. Miami and Chicago, everywhere, selling guns at low prices, fully auto, you name it, grenade launchers, whatever you need, directly to the drug gangs who are in their employ, to knock out the other drug gangs. It's going on nationwide. It's not just Mexico. Of course, the feds run the $500 billion in narcotics money. Do you think some local zit-faced crack dealer is laundering that money? $500 billion a year. And then the hundreds of billions out of the private prisons with the slave labor working for 25 cents an hour, displacing all of our jobs. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. It's 100% proven. Now, they're getting all their little spies primed, all their little minions that if you see somebody leave the bag, you know, on a bench while they go throw something in the trash to panic and start screaming and, Homeland Security, it's a white guy, put the bag down. That's why now every major city under federal grants is buying multi-million-dollar robots. Austin just got 2 of them. What was it, Lockheed Martin, the last company? All that, or was it Northrop Grumman in Austin? And then now they got to have something happen, so they find a cardboard box on the side of I-35, blows out of somebody's car, an old mattress. The robot goes up every week. They shot down the highway, the helicopters, and then they blow up the thing claiming they're protecting you, but really it's to create an explosion at a Pavlovian level that was a bomb. And they have drills and blow up buses and cars unannounced and say a day later it was just a drill to create the fear. Did you hear downtown Chicago, a bus blew up today? You call your family, honey, get home. They just blew up a bus. A day later, it was a drill. Psychological warfare. The homeschoolers being demonized. Came out in Michigan and a bunch of other states, AP, 4 years ago. Nationwide federal grants. They call the elementary school kids out in the parking lot, and they blow up a bus, an old bus, catch it on fire. I filmed this stuff, by the way, up in Belton, where they did it there as well. Announced a real terror attack. We already knew about the drills from our sources. We were there. Army came over and threatened us. You're Jones. You're the one that taped us on that I-35 checkpoint. Turn your camera off. And I said, go ahead and arrest me. I know it's the government staging the terror. I'm going to take this. I'm going to show people this is a fake terror attack. I don't care. I'm committed. There's nothing you can do. I don't care what you do to me. I'm committed, terrorist to bring you to justice, and nothing's going to stop it. So they have these fake terror attacks, and then they blew the bus up, and they call the elementary kids out crying. First, the kids are standing around the bus. They catch it on fire, and then men in camo run up and aim guns at the crying children, who, it was in the news, began urinating and defecating on themselves. It's done nationwide, saying, we are the Homeschool Defense League against public education. We are pro-gun. We are going to kill you. Look it up. That was a hardcore Soviet re-education camp situation. America is a giant re-education camp, okay? And they leave people like me alone because they know if they kill me, it'll only make this a bigger issue. It'll highlight everything I've said. Plus, they want to incrementally move. If I'm deer hunting and some little deer come out, little bucks, 3-4 point, I don't shoot them. If I'm hunting for meat, I shoot a fat young doe. But if I'm, hunting for a rack, I go for, the big ones. And I let the little bucks go by. And I'm a little buck. They want all of America. They want all of you forcibly taking their cancer virus vaccines. They want all of you forcibly giving your kids high fructose corn syrup formula. They want all of you with lowered IQs and doubling of cancer and diabetes. They want it, and they're going to get it. And they don't want to spoil what they're slowly gutting America by smashing me flatter than a pancake. Sure, they demonize me in the national press. All right, I'm going to go to your calls. I'm going to go to your calls till 5 after, and we got amazing guests, actors, TV hosts, comedians in here that are Obama lovers, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. It's going to be a very interesting discussion. One of them's a 9/11 truther, so maybe both of them, I don't know, but we're going to be talking to them in here. Give you their names. Hal Sparks, when you see him, you'll know who he is, and Richard Hunter, radio talk show host and comedian. Jaron set him up. I think it's interesting. Okay, I want to go to your calls. But first, I want to briefly here remind listeners that we will be launching the daily TV show probably at 7 o'clock every evening. It's taped to air at first. It'll go live later. But we'll tape it right before like it's live and then stream it out at prisonplanet.tv viewers. Next week, I think it'll be Thursday, 7 o'clock. I'm going to do an hour, just a roundtable discussion show for prisonplanet.tv viewers. So if you haven't signed up for 15 cents a day for prisonplanet.tv, now's the time. We also stream the live radio show via TV when you're a member. And your membership supports us. We can expose these murdering terrorists. They're using scientific control to totally manipulate everybody. But once you know the trick, jig's up. So I hope you'll sign up at prisonplanet.tv. And lastly, I want to tell you about purewaterfreedom.com. Made in America, super high-quality filters. If you want to affordably remove fluoride from your tap water, visit purewaterfreedom.com. They have a full line of household fluoride filters. You can even remove fluoride from every water source in your home with a whole house fluoride system. They have a wide variety of filters to remove all types of toxins from your water, including shower and bath filters. The reverse osmosis system will filter radioactive isotopes. All their filters are made in the USA. That's USA. Or what's left of it. Check out their banners at prisonplanet.com and Infowars.com, or go to purewaterfreedom.com today to take control of your water safety and future. Okay. Or just trust the government and drink the tap water filled with radioactive isotopes, sodium fluoride, nickel, mercury, arsenic, and hundreds of other deadly toxins put in there on purpose on record. Now, I want to say this again, and I'm going to your calls. They are priming everybody for domestic soft terror attacks all over the country. And they're going to hop up drug-head white people, blacks, Muslims, you name it, claim they're linked up together. In some cases, they'll have contractors kill people. They'll shoot a patsy in the head like Harrison Kleinbold and say that's what happened. They're getting ready. You wonder how the government's going to get its banking raping through, how it's going to get its police state through, how they're going to get the 9% approval rating for Congress up. Look at all the Democratic operatives that have written memos to Obama saying you need a 9/11 or Oklahoma City. That will help you. I'm telling you, they're getting ready, and they're getting ready to unleash white al-Qaeda. It'll be as phony as a $3 bill, but they don't care. Only exposing the terror attacks and taking that tool away from them is going to defeat them. And they're hopping mad, people, now. Every time there's a new terror attack, look around and watch and see what's happening. Our listeners caught the underwear bomber being brought on the plane by the U.S. government. And it came out to be true a month and a half later. So we're watching you, murderers. The real patriots are watching and listening. And they know who to watch. They know who to watch. Private contractors. They know who to watch. The FBI. We know who to watch. The Foreign Intelligence Services. Mossad. MI6. We know who to watch. We're watching you. Don't you worry. You want to get us watching each other? We're watching you, and you don't like that, do you? You don't want people discussing that government staged terror throughout history. Your little treat, your little jig is up, murderers. Because a lot of us don't care what you do to us. We're totally committed because we know you're murderers. And we know there's no future if we don't stop you murdering, control freak, eugenics, filth. Okay, Maggie in California, you're on the air. Welcome.
Thank you. I went to the Drudge Report, and I clicked on the DHS link, And I got about 5.5 minutes into it, and I was horrified. Everything you said was true. So I called Senator Lieberman's office, who's the chairman.
The Mossad officer?
And I got nothing, no response. I mean, it was just whatever, lady. And so I called my own congressman's office, and not much better response. And I thought, one person can't do it. But I explained that crime is not a color. And why aren't you focusing on the 99.9% of the terrorists that are attacking everyone in the world? And my encouragement to everyone listening is look at the report, look at the video, look at the history, and start calling everybody you can think of to call.
Exactly. Let me add this, because let's just say the Muslims did 9/11 and NORAD stood down and the Easter Bunny's real. Why in the internal manuals is it all about non-Muslims? Why did the head of Homeland Security a month ago, Mr. Napolitano, why did she say that the number one threat is domestics, and then it was illogical to profile and focus on Muslims? If the Muslims really did 9/11, and this is all for 9/11, well, then why is it for everybody? Because, I'm sorry, ma'am, go ahead.
No, you're making valid points, and I go back to that Missouri report, the DHS connected things several years ago. Everybody in there was a Christian or a Second Amendment or a libertarian, and those are the core values of America. And it seems like anything. My father was a paratrooper. He jumped out of perfectly good airplanes in Germany in World War II. So I was raised to love my country, and I am horrified at what I'm seeing.
Well, you love the troops and the old America that was good, but America's had a corporate takeover happen. And so, of course, they're destroying everything that is the spirit of the United States, and then wrapping their tyranny in the flag and hoping to confuse people. But folks are waking up.
If everybody calls, maybe we can, I don't know, maybe I believe in the tooth fairy too.
No. I think it's good to call them and let them know it's a scam, but also let other people know it's a scam and get the article out to everybody. Good job, Maggie. Yeah, this story has gone mega viral. It is on thousands of news sites now. I mean, this is going to be one of the biggest reports we ever put out because folks are finally getting it. I told you this was coming. Thank you, Maggie. Kate in Florida, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex. I know it's no laughing matter, but I just want to say I could listen to you for 3 hours doing voiceovers with videos like this. It's hilarious, man.
Well, it is hilarious if it wasn't so dangerous. I mean, they're getting ready. I mean, they're not saying TSA is going to be on the streets for nothing. They're going to start blowing stuff up and then saying we're allowed to be anywhere and stick our hands down your pants anywhere. And they're announcing they're going to start groping genitals at malls, on the sides of highways, taking blood under federal grants without warrants. They want in your person. They want to touch you without warrants. They want in your life.
Sure. I mean, the writing on the wall is pretty transparent for anyone that is awake to see. But what I fear is, and I hope it's not the vast majority, but I fear that the vast majority of people will not be able to see through this and actually get into such a frenzy of fear and think that they can call the terrorists and report terrorism. And when a house divided amongst itself cannot stand, and when the excrement hits the fan, which I fear like you that it will eventually, regardless of its terrorism or if it's financial terrorism, I just think that people divided and arguing amongst each other is going to be the biggest obstacle that we, and when I say we, the enlightened, the people that can
the awakened. Well, no, you're right. We had so much liberty that we became decadent and slovenly, and now a lot of spoiled, rotten Americans have got a rude awakening coming, and it's going to be stage terror along with financial terror because they're going to want to make you rally around the terrorist who will claim they're protecting you. So I'm telling you, you can see all the pre-scripting, just like we saw before 9/11. They're getting ready to pull the trigger, and it is going to be hellish. I appreciate your call. Anything else, Tate?
No, but I just encourage everyone, like you said, to call like the woman, the previous caller just said, or get the word out as best you can, and that's all we can do. But I appreciate your your patriotism, Alex, and God bless and have a good rest of the day.
Well, thank you, Tate, but it's not even patriotism. I love the old republic. I love what America really stands for. It isn't perfect, but it's heads above. It's a million miles better than anything else we've seen in the world. I've studied history. It works. It's great. We've gotten away from it, so it's not working. It's like 93-octane gas works great in your car. If you put water in it, it's not going to work. You don't put water in your car and then it doesn't start and you blame gasoline for it. They're blaming the Constitution when the Constitution isn't being put in the engine. Now, I want to go back to Janice.